Welcome everyone to the Merciful Metal channel. My name is Thomas. Today we're gonna look at some French heavy metal. Nothing but French heavy metal. You know how it goes. Coffee, music, and a lot of interruptions to listen to the music. Yeah, nothing but French 80s traditional stuff. One of my favorite scenes. There's just so much fucking good albums out there, including this one, a bit underrated, Der Kaiser, with the album Vultures. My French pronunciations are gonna be absolute garbage. I know some people in the audience are French, so this one is for you guys, but love that song. Saga de Vers. Again, French pronunciation is terrible. Terrible. Je ne parlais français. Ne parlais pas français. Second track, Non Retour, also fantastic. You'll fucking hear it. I should see I'll interrupt for just fucking good parts. I'm sorry for the interruption. The little devil was attacking the other cat. Sometimes he does that. He likes to play, she does not, and can get a little ugly. But he's now with me in the room. It's punishment. I mean, what a punishment to listen to this shit. Torture me all day with this. Yeah, 1984, this is their first album on the classic Devil's Records from France. I'm gonna see some more shit on this. It's like the label for France, French stuff. But yeah, Der Kaiser. I'm gonna kick off with Der Kaiser. One of my favorite French albums. This is one from 1985. Blaspheme, Desire de Vampire. I mean, I'm trying to. If I add the accent, maybe it makes it a little more French. If I talk like this. It's not offensive, right? Blaspheme, Desire de Vampire. Fucking love this album. It's their second one from 1985 on Lizard Records. I've never really seen anything else on Lizard Records. I don't know what else is on there. But what a fantastic. This is like one of the best French albums that you can get. The opening track is probably my favorite, Salle, Territoire des Hommes. Also fantastic. The ballad on here, or like the power ballad, Vivre Libre, just fantastic. The vocalist is incredible. That track proves it. If you listen to that track, just what a vocalist, what a voice. The album closes with the title track, Desire de Vampire. Maybe that one is the best, but it's like one of the best French songs in general. Blaspheme. Really one of the best bands out there. their debut album from 1983. Less good. I mean, the second one is better, but this one is also like pretty magical. It has like a very like epic vibe to it. Just fantastic. Original press from 1983. I would recommend the second one. If you don't know this band, I would recommend the second one, but this one is also like a magic release. Fantastic. One of the OG albums. In 1981. We'll listen to this shit. Little devil. Annoying little shit. God, fantastic. 1981. Warning. More hard rock, but this is stuff like this where it really started in France. Going to USA, fun opening tracks, Sine Rigard. T'as que tu l'imagines, the fucking ballad. Great ballad. But the best track on here definitely is Satan Relapse. Check out that fucking song, it's so fucking good, it's so fucking catchy. It's again one of the better like French songs, one of the best French songs out there. Warning from 1981. I do have their second album as well, and then the third album as well, Metamorphose. He's gonna jump. There he is. So far, everything that I've showed, most bands sing in French. Most bands sing in French, but you also had some that tried to sing in English, you know, to hopefully reach a wider audience, which never happened. But this is one of the better English speaking or English singing bands from 1984, Nightmare, Waiting for the Twilight. This one is on fucking Ebony Records, so I guess they kind of made it. They didn't. I mean, for the underground stuff, if you're on Ebony, it's like way better than some fucking nobody underground label. So they kind of made it because they are on Ebony, but they also like, who fucking knows about Nightmare on the grand scheme. Waiting for the Twilight, I love that cover art, it's so 80s shitty. These guys are fucking fantastic. One shame is on their 1983 demo, which features most of these songs, they did sing in French, and it is just way better. The title track, Waiting for the Twilight here, it's the best track of the album for sure. But the French version, something with toujours, I don't know. The French version is just so much better because it's in French. I don't know, it just fits way better. And this album would have been like 2 points higher if it was in French. It has a nice atmosphere. I mean, because of the shitty production, but it really gives its own like atmosphere, the vibe, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's not bad in English. You can hardly even make out English words because of the pronunciation, but that's the fucking charm of shit like this. But I would say that if they would keep singing in French, this one would have been like that much better. Yeah, fantastic album, nightmare. Here's an absolute fucking classic. Maybe I'll throw this one on when this side is ready. If the little devil allows me to. He's sleepy. He doesn't mind the music. From 1985, Devil's Records. Fucking masterpiece. Speed metal masterpiece. Execution. ADX. Fucking speed metal masters. What an album. What a fucking album. So fantastic. Again, original Devil Records press. Just, if you don't know this album, like, fucking listen to it. Listen to it. It's just speed metal perfection. Yeah, I think I'll throw this on when this one is done, but I mean, come on, fucking ADX, just fantastic, just fantastic. Let's see. Second one, 1986. 1986, I believe. La Terreur. La Terreur. Sounds so dramatic. La Terreur. I like, by the way, that little Easter egg on the cover art, which is like a reference to the first album. Again, a speed metal masterpiece. I prefer the first one, like I said, but this one is, again, like a close second. Just fantastic. These are the only two ADX albums that I have. Still looking for the third one. They also did one in English, I believe from 1992 or something, Visions, I don't know. Yeah, it's not bad, but the first three are just fucking legendary. Les Enfants de l'Ombre, Marquis du Mal. Fantastic tracks. My favorites on here are Tourment et Passion. Yeah, that's my second favorite, but my absolute favorite on this album is Mémoire de l'Éternel. Just love that song. Listen to it. It's just speed metal heaven. They sing in French, but that's just most of these like singers, they really like, it's like very passionate, almost in a weird way romantic sounding because it's in French, but this just the aggression behind the words really puts like an emphasis on it. It's hard to explain, but there's just power behind the like French language on this one, even though it's like still like a very clean, but like clean high-pitched vocals, just fucking fantastic. Just fantastic. ADX, La Terreur. Love the cover as well. Fantastic. If you like speed metal and you don't know these guys, you're really missing out on some shit. As well as this one, also a French classic, Hbomb, Coupe du Metal, Rave On Records. How many times do you see shit on Rave On Records? Not much. Hbomb. Yeah, just absolute fucking French classic. That's it. Nothing less, nothing more. It's like more traditional. Like it's from 1983. Yeah. I mean, it's traditional heavy metal, but it has that like speed edge to it. It's just not simply like traditional heavy metal. It's like a little more. They sing in English or French. Sorry. Raspy vocals, fantastic. Absolute fucking French classic. Let's see. This is also a very good album from these guys, also a classic name in the French scene, Demon Eyes. Garde à Voix. Garde à Voix. It's their second one from '87. I do have the first one as well. The drummer of Sortilege played drums on that album. I don't think he is on this one. No. But this one is fucking fantastic. Great tracks on here. Love it. I love the logo as well, the cover. It's very simple, but that chrome-like shining shit, you know you're in for something good. Again, like traditional heavy metal, but more with like a punch to it. Fantastic, look at this shit. Homage. Yeah. Great album. I prefer this one over the first one, though I haven't heard the first one in a while, so maybe I'll spin it after this. But I haven't picked it out over here. But it's with like that lizard on the front. But Demon Eyes, yeah, fantastic album. Here is one very underground French release, but I love this one. A little while ago, Alan from Let's Talk Metal and the Heavy Metallurgy channel, he talked about some French underground releases, and this was one of them. I fucking love this album. This is the 1986 demo from Slaughter, released on vinyl. Just 3 tracks, but they are fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Maybe they drag on a little too much, but still, it's like almost like epic heavy metal. This is like French epic heavy metal singing about Excalibur and shit like that. Only 3 tracks, but it is fantastic. I love this one. Slaughter. I mean, if you know shit like this, you know you are shoulders down in fucking French heavy metal. I mean, there's tons of more stuff, like the demo stuff that I know and really like, but it's just unreachable. It's never seen like a final release like this one, and getting like an original demo tape it's near impossible for that shit. But there's some very good stuff, like very obscure demo stuff out there from the French scene, which is just fantastic. And Slaughter is one of them. Luckily, it did receive a final reissue. I have to wake up the sleepy boy over here to put on some music. So, 1 second, you're gonna see me back. There we go. I said I was going to put on ADX, but I put on the next record in the stack here, which is kind of an underrated French album, but very rocking. Such a fun album. Just hard rocking French traditional stuff. The cover is horrible. This is Voix de Fight Where the fuck that says? Ange o Demon. Yeah, horrible cover, but fantastic album. This one is actually one of the early ones. It's from 1982. The boys. 1982, that's pretty early for like this kind of heavy metal in general. Let alone the French scene, because most French albums didn't pop up until like 1983. That's where it really like started to gain traction. Fucking 1982. Voix de Vibe. There's some fantastic tracks on here. Just great, straightforward, like hooky, catchy, traditional French heavy metal. Bit of an underrated album, like I said, but listen to it in the background. There's another underground one, which is really good. An original is a fortune. This is a reissue. 1988. This is Lust Will Never Die. Another one of the English singing bands. But this is one of the more obscure ones. Just fantastic albums. It's a little glossy and shiny. I think the original is more like a green-grayish cover. Lust Will Never Die, just such an underrated album. There's some really fun tracks on here. My favorites, I Am the Death and Will Never Die. Those are my two favorite tracks of this album. As you can see, there's also a female in the band who does the backing vocals. It's a nice touch. It really gives its own like atmosphere because of that. Yeah, if you're into French stuff and you don't know this one, I mean it's again like that fucking obscure, shitty 80s bad production heavy metal, but by now, if you know this channel, you know it's gonna be good. Lust Will Never Die, Smoke on the Hills, Waiting for Death. Again, like I Am the Death and Will Never Die, check out these two songs if you're curious to what these guys sound like. This reissue is from fucking 2002. A very early Cold Metal Classics release, 2002. Even this one might be not as easy to get nowadays, I guess. But like I said, the fucking original is like hundreds of euros. So yeah, I don't know. It needs a reissue again, I guess. If you noticed, there's one more band that I didn't talk about that it's inevitable to like, you cannot avoid these guys if you're talking about French heavy metal. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. One of my favorite bands of all time, ever. Legends. Absolute fucking legends. These guys are the fucking best French band out there. I'm sounding like a preacher here with the hand gestures. You know who it is. Sortilege. Best of the best. Best of the best. Is it pink? Yes, it is. This is the pink press, original Raven Records pink press. There's like two presses, a red one, which I also have, and the pink one, which I also have. Just fucking one of my all-time favorite records. This is definitely a top 5 all-time favorite album for me. I love this one so much. It is just magic. This EP is just heavy metal magic. It's so good. It's so elegant. The songwriting is just so good. Fuck, just 5 songs on here, but man, they are the best. Christian Augustin is one of the best and most underrated heavy metal singers ever. Here he is, Zuil. Yeah, he is one of the best fucking vocalists in heavy metal and one of the most underrated ones as well. Fucking Sortilege. There's not much more I can say about this album than just that. I think everyone who knows Sortilege knows how good this is, what kind of a legendary band this is. It's funny enough, I mean, this is one of these did you know facts that always kind of gets mentioned with this, but not a lot of people know this, but Sortilege was also one of Chuck Schuldiner favorite bands. There's like footage of him wearing like Sortilege merch, and even the song from Scream Bloody Gore, Evil Dead, the intro is based on one of these songs, which is, I mean, pretty, like, if you know Sortilege, you know that shit as well. I think for the people who don't know, well, there you go. Bob Snake, the drummer Bob Snake, is also the brother of Stéphane Dumont. I think his real name is Jean-Philippe Dumont. So what I said, he is the guy who played on the first Demon Eyes album as well. There you go, some fucking effects, whatever. Just magic, absolute magic. Everybody is talking about with Sortilege. Everybody's talking about their 1984 album Metamorphose. From the Sortilege stuff, that is my least favorite. But I mean, they're all diamonds. So my least favorite diamond is still a fucking diamond. But from the Sortilege stuff, I mean, they only have like 3 releases, but it is my third favorite. Just say it like that. You get what I mean. It's still fucking legendary. I could show it. Can I show it? Hold on. Metamorphose. Where is it? Metamorphose. Classic, fucking classic. This is probably their like most well-known album, or highly regarded. This is the Metal Hammer press, or whatever press this is. Yeah. I also have the English version as well as the next album that I'm going to show. I also have the English version of that one. But I mean, they this one they recorded it in French and in English, just in hope to reach a wider audience, because their audience was mainly in Europe. But I mean, in these like fucking, what is it, 1984, you try to reach as large of an audience as possible, and they re-recorded this album with English vocals. It just doesn't hit as hard as the French one. So if you by some fucking reason don't know Sortilege, stick with the French stuff for sure. But here we also have like their third album, L'Arme de Héros, if I say that right. Again, like I said, I also have the English original English version, but you gotta stick with the French one. It was an original press. I got this one for like less than the Discogs minimum price, whatever. I got such a good deal on this one. It was like a funny story. It was on one of the like big record fairs that you guys know I always go to, and I had bought everything that I wanted. I was out of money, but I was there with my sister. And I called her and like, I'm out of money, we should meet up here and here. So as I was waiting for her, there was this random stand. I was like, I'm waiting, I guess I'll just check out this bin. And in that bin were 2 copies of this album. One without the inner sleeve and in a like less condition, and this one with original inner sleeve in like a very good condition. I mean, except that fucking stain. And she came up to me and I said like, I need to ask you a favor because I cannot go without this one. I'm out of money, help me out here. And she bought this one for me. Of course I paid her back, but yeah, that's how I got this album. I was so fucking lucky. This is such a fantastic album. Back in the day, from what I've read, it got a little more critique, got a little bit more criticized because it's like more polished, a little bit more progressive than the Metamorphose album. But no, I mean, I love this album. It's so fucking good. The production on it is interesting. It really has its own like vibe. I mean, I keep saying that with a lot of albums, but this one really, it's a little different than Metamorphose and the EP. But this one really has its own like sound, its own thing. I can't really recall any other albums that would sound like this. But every fucking song on here is an absolute banger. Marchand d'homme, that hook on that chorus, it's a slow, very slow-paced marching song, but that fucking hook on the chorus is just so good. Messengers, that is like, if you want to know what this album sounds like, check out the song Messengers, or the closing track La Ultime Couleur de l'Arc-en-Ciel. Oh, tu es en français. Just La Montage qui saigne, whatever I say. Mourir pour une princesse. Again, that hook on the chorus is so good. La dernière des travaux d'Hercule. Again, the hook on the chorus. This thing is just full of hooks, full of melodies. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10. Good one to close this video with. 10 out of 10. I mean, the fucking EP is 11 out of 10. It is 10 out of 10. Sortilege, Legends, one of my all-time favorite bands. Background music also fantastic. So, French heavy metal, just a video of French heavy metal, nothing else. I hope you've seen some interesting stuff in there because there is a lot of good stuff on the French scene. Like I said in the beginning, one of my favorite scenes out there from the 80s. Just so many hidden gems, and I love the French language in heavy metal. Again, with like the Nightmare record, it's a shame that they didn't sing in French, but did it in English because it could have been way better in French. But yeah, so many gems in the scene. If you don't know any of the stuff, check it out. It's fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Salute to my French viewers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Bye.